What's up, Keep Pounding crew? Back today with another video. Keep pounding! Today's topic is post-game for the Detroit Lions game. If you like the video, if you like the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, select all, leave a comment down below if you feel inclined to do so. Let's dive on in. So, I apologize for being a little bit late with this video. As you guys know, you probably saw the update video letting you know what happened. In case you didn't see it, I actually got blocked on Facebook for streaming the game. So, therefore, no post-game live stream. And this video was a little bit late. Thereby, the reasoning being that I could not get the full amount of information about the game until this time this week. So now that I put all the pieces together, let's dive into this game. And we're going to go position by position as we usually do. Panthers win 20-0 over the Detroit Lions. Basic overview is this game is what it is. Our offense is still struggling in field goal range and the red zone. Thereby why we have 20 points on the board. And this team isn't as good as we look on paper. Thereby the 0 score for the Lions, considering we're playing Detroit. And a very, very bad Detroit team. So, I expected the win. I expected exactly this. So, let's go. Position by position. Quarterback, B+. From what I was able to watch, I watched the first half of this game. I was not able to watch the fourth quarter at all. So, these grades are based on the first 3 quarters of what I did see and what I was able to record, but lost the footage of. And if you didn't see the halftime video reaction, go check that out. That's about the first half of the game. Also, I recorded a video reaction to when I was driving back home from my errand. That was the start of the third quarter, where we scored a touchdown to start the third quarter. So, after that point, I took a limited amount of notes because most of it ended up being on the live stream that was lost, and fourth quarter was pretty much spent trying to figure out what was going on with my Facebook page. So, I had to put the rest of the information together with drive chart and statistics, as well as a couple of other sources which I used. So bear with me, these grades may be a little bit diluted this week, but after this video things will get back to normal schedule. So like I said, quarterback B+. Based on what I've seen, I was really happy with PJ Walker. He had a good day. He looked good. He did throw that one interception to Desmond Trufant. I was not happy about that. He underthrew that ball. If you guys look at the tape on that interception, it was underthrown, and a defensive lineman actually tipped it. So I believe that's what I remember about it happening. Considering this has been 4 or 5 days after the game, so the details are probably a little hazy, so just bear with me, guys. But I do know that Desmond Trufant did catch that pick, and that was rather disappointing. We were on the 7-yard line of Detroit, throwing it into the end zone. Yikes. Yikes. But you never want to get down inside the 10 and then shoot yourself in the foot like that. So I had to take off some points for that interception. So it is a B plus. Running back B plus. Mike did work as usual, doing what he's been doing. So good for him. Wide receiver B plus. I felt like DJ Moore was very, very involved in this game. We did see a few passes to Samuel, so that was positive. So hopefully we'll continue to see that this week against the Vikings. We'll see. I don't know. It'll depend on a number of things you'll see in the preview video. Tight end C plus, kind of a non-factor. You didn't really see any throws really go to Ian Thomas or the other tight ends. So, honestly, the tight ends were a non-factor for me. I mean, that's just the way it is. I'm not exactly taking points off of that one, but I'm not adding points either. You know what I mean? So, O-line, B. I thought they held their own pretty well today. We didn't have as much pressure as we have been with these defensive lines that have been in the top 15 of the league as of the past 4 to 5 weeks. Minus the Atlanta game, of course. But thus far this season, we've been facing some pretty good defensive lines and pretty good pressures. So my thought is that, I'm going to be a little bit lax on him today because this has been a crazy season of we've had some of the best pass rushers against us. So, give him the benefit of the doubt. We are playing the Lions, so cut him a break today. So I will not cut them a break on penalties, though, which is why the grade is a B. Come on, guys. Holding penalties. Holding penalties. Mm-mm. Gotta fix that. Now, defensive end. B. We got some good pressure on him. We got a few sacks by Effie. Zach Kerr was involved in a few of them as well. I noticed one other person involved, which I was not expecting, was Gross Matos. Now, and most notably, Derek Brown. Now, we'll get to Derek Brown in a minute. But I've been very, very happy with Effie Abada this year. Thank you very, very much, Effie. You have really stuck out as one of the best defensive players that we have had in recent memory. And, it's been really special having this man on our 53 roster. I'm very, very happy. I was ecstatic when I saw that he got promoted to the 53. And he stayed there. You can't knock that with a stick right there. That's awesome. That is so cool to see the success he's had. You know, we gave him an opportunity and he's taken full advantage of it every single week. Can't ask anything more of him. You know, I'm happy. I'm very, very happy with Effie. You know, keep up the good work, man. Keep doing what you do. Keep pounding to you, brother. And keep pounding to the London people as well. You know, everybody that FE supports over in London, keep pounding to you. So back to this. Brian Burns doing Brian Burns things. I mean, these guys had more success in this game than they've had all season. And that's, you expected them to have some success against the Falcons, considering the season they're having. And you expected them to have a little bit of success against a few other teams as well. But not against the better teams out there, like KC and Oakland. Well, Las Vegas now. Excuse me on that. But yes, I'm so used to calling them Oakland because of, I've been a fan of the NFL for years, so before they got changed to the Raiders. So excuse me on that. But yeah, you really expected Brian Burns and all them to have more success against the lesser teams like Detroit, Atlanta, and teams like that. So, and they did stand out. So, defensive tackle B, Derek Brown, had a great day against the Lions, from what I could tell, especially in the second half. I mean, the guy was just flying all over the place in the second half. You wouldn't expect it, but yes, he stood out. And, I saw more pass deflections in this game than I saw all season long. And I'm very, very pleased by that. We checked that box off against the Lions. And that's one of the things I've been trying to get us to do for a few weeks now, actually. I've been requesting it, and I've been requesting us to get a little bit more physical. And, you take a look at some of the better corners out of the league, you'll see a bunch of pass deflections. These guys just don't mess around. They cover these guys tighter. They get aggressive. They attack, And meanwhile, we're just sitting in the zone. And I'm like, what? Are we just going to let them get 5-yard passes and just control the clock? Is this what we're doing? Come on, Phil Snow. Come on, man. Sooner or later, you got to figure out this doesn't work. You gotta get a little bit riskier. If you want to stop some of these passes, you got to get a little bit more of a gambler. Be aggressive. And you're not going to get pass deflections if you're not aggressive. You're not going to get defensive stops if you're not aggressive. And, just the pass rush by itself is not going to cut it. yes, Derek. Yes, we did have two third down stops in the second half, where Burris actually really stepped up on those third downs and forced the punt. But it's Detroit. You expect this to happen. You know, let's not make this any more than what it is. It's Detroit. If you think this game is a big win for us, it really isn't. No, the big wins for us were Arizona, the Chargers, and the third game that we won in a row that we were supposed to win. Those were the major wins for us this season. And I have a question to pose to you, and I'll cover that in more detail in a little bit, is do we really want this win? I'll cover that in a little bit. But let's first get back to the positions. We've got cornerback B plus. I thought Douglas did a pretty good job. I did have to take a little bit off for Troy Pride. I mean, let's just be real. Troy just isn't cut out for this system that we're running. He's just not. He just doesn't have it. And, you either have it or you don't with this defense. And that's the way Phil Snow operates. Either you've got the talent or you don't. And I just don't see any reason why, come on. Then you got Dante Jackson dealing with a toe injury as well. Putting up about half the numbers of Jeremy Chin. But I mean, consider this. If Dante Jackson was actually fully healthy, he would be putting up 3/4 of the numbers of Jeremy Chin right now. That is a fact. I believe that. So don't throw him out the water yet. Don't throw him out the window just yet. All you Dante Jackson haters, don't throw him out the window just yet. Let him get healthy. Let him play a full season healthy. Or as much of a full season healthy as he can. And then we'll talk. When his contract comes up, then we'll talk. Free safety, Trey Boston, B-. I thought he did a pretty good job today. However, there was that one drive in the fourth quarter where he gives up a combined 44 yards off of 3 straight plays. Come on, Trey. Come on, Trey. You're killing me, dude. That's almost half the field you just gave up in 3 plays, bro. Can't be doing that. Especially against a team like the Lions. I mean, that just highlights the bad part of him. You know what I mean? That just highlights the bad part of his skills and what he can't do. But he gets lazy. He's got the skills, but he gets lazy. And it's frustrating to watch. It really is. But let's not get it twisted, though. He had some really, really good tackles and plays, and he actually did stop a second down conversion by a yard with his tackle during that 44. But the very next play, back to the old Trey Boston that we all know and love. So, it's back to the old salt and pepper Trey Boston play, and I love you, dude, but you gotta step it up. We can't pay you this much money for you to play salt and pepper defense. 3-year contract for that level of play is not suitable for what you're putting out there. Come on, bro. That's all I'm saying, is step your game up. We need consistency. And I've been preaching this word for the longest time, consistency. If you can show us that, you're worthy of that contract. And I don't mean consistently 100% perfect like you're on Madden or something crap or like that. Or 100% consistency of bad. Like, I don't know. But you deserve to at least get the respect that you're due, Trey, for the good parts of your skills that you've been able to put out there. So step your game up, play well each week, and you'll get the respect you're due. It's that simple. Strong safety, B+. I was happy with what I saw out there. Linebacker, B. Tahir Whitehead is Tahir Whitehead. I mean, what do you expect? Why this man is still a captain, I still don't know. But it still beats the heck out of me why he's still a captain. Same with Russell Wilcock. He doesn't even play half the season. And yet he's a captain. I don't get it. But Shaq has been putting on a absolute show lately. That's the reason that grade is a B. That is exactly the reason that grade is a B right there. He is leading the team in tackles right now. He's actually gotten a pass deflection against the Lions today. On the stat sheet that I saw from Sunday. And he is actually making the tackles that he needs to make. He's covering people. He's getting pass deflections. He's doing everything that we've asked him to do right now. So credit to Shaq. He has proven me wrong this year. Respect to you. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, as a Panthers fan, thank you for proving me wrong. That's always a good thing when you prove me wrong, because good things come out of it. 9 times out of 10 with this team. So I appreciate you. I do. Special teams, B. We did miss that field goal, but had to tack off of that. But hey, we're doing okay. We're doing all right. Coaching, A-. I've been pretty happy with it so far. Can't complain. Matt Rule's been doing a good job. He's been managing the game clock well. He's been managing the timeouts well. He's been managing gutsy play calling well. In the right situations. So, can't complain. Play calling, B minus. The reason it's a B minus is because once we get past the 50, we just forget how to play call. And I don't understand that, how that keeps happening. Will somebody please explain that to me? Because it's like Joe Brady just doesn't understand how to play call beyond the 50-yard line once we get into enemy territory. Before the 50, it's just fine. We get up to midfield, we're throwing check down passes, we're moving the ball, we're moving the chains just fine, running the ball, getting 3 yards a pop, sometimes 5 or 7. We get up to midfield, and then we start hitting the pressure points of the defensive line, and our play calling just goes bye bye. It's just gone. Everything that we were doing well just gets instantly stopped once we get to the midfield line. And it's just a complete mystery to me why that's happening. Because here we are again where we have another scoreless quarter in a game, and a good chunk of that is because of play calling. We get into the red zone. We can't score. Interception. Case in point, y'all gotta explain this one to me because I'm baffled. I'm completely baffled. Even against the Lions, it's still happening. You know what I mean? Like, you would expect when you play Detroit, one of the worst teams in the league, we'd be able to fix that problem. At least temporarily. During this game. And we couldn't do it. It's just, I don't understand. Maybe y'all have some kind of an answer for me, some kind of an idea. Throw it in the comments below. If you got an idea, now's the time. Let's try to put our brains together and let's see if we can figure something out. Even something as small as like the smallest detail could matter a lot, in trying to figure this mystery out. And it could greatly benefit the team. Whoever helps come up with it will get full credit for the idea. And I'll shout you out in several videos. Trust me. Several videos if it works and the team implements it. But, I'll still shout you out for the idea in general. Because I feel like it will work. Even if the team doesn't. So, please do throw it in the comments section. If you got something that could help. Tackling. B. Tackling was much better today on that stat sheet than it has been. I was very happy with that. As far as what I saw versus what it was on the stat sheet for the fourth quarter. Compared to other games, I was very happy with it. I feel like we've got a lot of potential there. We're taking proper angles. And it became a good chunk easier when we had less talented wide receivers and running backs to deal with, compared to Todd Gurley or, players like Travis Kelce, stuff like that we had to deal with this season. So it became apparent, we weren't dealing with the star players during this game. So, so obviously the tackling is going to get a little bit better. And some of this stuff looks a little bit inflated compared to what we dealt with before with other teams. So, it's going to make us look good. It's going to make us look fluffer. If you consider that a word. Compared to what we were doing with before. Yeah. Penalties. The biggest one I had a problem with was the illegal hands to the face penalties. What in the world are we doing with that right there? Because there's no excuse for that. There's none. You guys should know better than to do this like 3 to 4 times a game. Come on now. Holding penalties are part of every game, really. But hands to the face. When you see that 3 times in one game, time to create a drill for it. You know what I'm saying? Time to start working on that one. So, we still don't like holding penalties anyway. You know what I mean? A simple false start or an offside, I can deal with. You know, uh, that just comes with disappointing time. You know, trying to get unity on the line, and I expected that to happen. But holding penalties, we got to work on those. We got to, and I'm not happy with the hands to the face. Mm mm. Nope. Got to work on that. And I'm trying to see who it was. Because it seems like it's the same guy every single time. Yeah, Trevor Scott with the holding penalties. Once a game, he's got a holding penalty, it seems like. And you're dealing with a Detroit Lions pass rusher, for goodness sakes, Trevor. Come on, man. Keep your hands down. Stop doing that, bro. You're not being outmatched by a Lions defender. You're being outmatched by yourself. Stop kicking yourself in the shin and play better, man. We all know you got the talent in you. So, trying to see where that penalty was, because